These are grinds, grinder cleaner. About one of them weighs 0.3 of a gram, a little less, a little more. You can see we got 3 of them, and that's about 1 gram. So we're going to test the retention using this, this thing, and also coffee. So there was coffee in there. I think I used the bellows last. So you know what, I'm going to put some more coffee through, not use the bellows. Hold on. So I put tons of coffee in there previously. This is 4 grams of, I think, pretty dark roast coffee. I'm just going to put that through so the crevices are filled up. So the thing with this grinder is it keeps coming out very slowly, but there, that's probably done. Alright, so that is how much we got out. I forget how much I put in. So like 4 grams? Yeah, I think it was closer to 4. So we lost maybe half a gram in there, which I think with the bellows is how much we've been getting, how much retention I've noticed like comes out, about half a gram, which isn't bad. The Specialita here, she gives out like 1.5, maybe 1 to 2. It really varies. So that has a much larger retention with smaller burrs. It gives out about, I'd say the maximum is 2 grams, or the maximum, this one so far seems to be about 0.6 grams. That's after using the bellows. But the actual exchange retention, that's what we're going to find out now. For the Specialita, I'd say it's about 0.8 of a gram, which isn't really that much, and I haven't noticed a detrimental effect when I don't use the bellows and I don't clear that, you know, that 0.8 of a gram that's going to be exchanged. I don't even bother with it. This one seems like it's going to be a lot less. Like maybe if the total retention is 0.6 of a gram, then the exchange retention is probably like 0.2 or 3, or maybe 0.5, but either way it's going to be less than the Specialita, unless the bellows isn't working and you know, the clump crusher or whatever is just holding back the coffee, and even though I'm pumping, nothing comes out. There could be a much larger amount of retention and it could be exchanged, but I doubt it. But let's find out. Alright, so that was the coffee. We had coffee in there. Now we're going to put in 0.34. So 0.3, what is that, 0.36 now? Alright, the scale's it's pretty accurate, just takes some time to adjust. So I'm going to throw in this 1 grind, and we're going to grind it and see if it comes out. Sometimes the bean gets stuck in there, so oh, did I tear it? Yeah, that's at 0, so we'll see how much coffee comes out. Here we go. So that is pretty good. I think that's similar to what I was seeing in my Vario. So right away, it looks like it's a mixture of the grinds and the leftover, whatever, 0.5 grams of coffee. So let me I could either put another grinds through it. Let's try that. Alright, so 1 more grind going through it. You know what, I'm gonna empty this so we could see what comes out. Alright, that didn't clean it off perfectly, but not much in there. And scale is tared, so this is another 0.3-ish grams of grinds. Yeah, same thing, maybe a little more of the grinds and less of the coffee now. It's not much out considering, yeah, put in another 0.3 of a gram. So we're gonna do one more grinds. I'm not gonna reset the scale. So far I put in 1 gram of, oh, there it is. So it looks like it's mostly grinds now. Still looks like there's some coffee mixed in there. I'm gonna dump this and put in one more thing of grinds, and it should be mostly white. Alright, we're gonna put in 2 more. Maybe I'll do 1 more. One more. 0.33 grams. Oh, almost did the niche thing and forgot the cup. Still there's some coffee in there. Let's see. I do the bellows. I did get a little coffee out from there. I only put in 0.3 of a gram, and we got out with the bellows 1 gram. So yeah, there's about 0.6 of a gram of retention and still some coffee in there.
Honey, do you want a chicken sandwich?
Alright, so I've put in, after using the bellows, I put in an extra 1 thing of grinds. Surprisingly, that looks like it's mostly grinds. So the bellows does seem to be working. There's a couple specks, but yeah, it's mostly grinds, and it's clean. Now what I'm going to do is do the opposite test. We're going to put in some coffee. Now that we know the chamber is filled with no coffee and just grinds. So I'll put in let's see, okay, just under half a gram. Let's do 0.46 of a gram. Put that through. Hard to do things on video. Okay, so that is tiered out. Got our coffee in there. Not much came out, but what did come out is mostly coffee, so that's a good sign. What we put in. Oh, and actually, we didn't get much out. We put in half a gram. Let's see if we get the rest out. So I'm guessing the rest is going to be more grinds mixed with the coffee. I'm going to do the bellows. So actually, it looks like it's mostly coffee. A little bit of grinds dust should probably be in there, and we got most of it out. What was it, 0.44, 0.47 before, something like that. We lost a little somewhere, maybe on the desk. I think when using the bellows, it does spray coffee. I think having a little funnel on top of here would probably help. But it's not too bad, and I think if I don't use the bellows, then it's not going to be messy, and I think that's how I'm going to use it. Even though it comes with that, you don't have to use it, in my opinion. Let's test one more time, just to see without the bellows. Or did we already do that? Anyway, I'll have to review the video, see what we've done. Alright, so I'm just going to throw in 2.24 grams of coffee. Almost forget to put the bellow or the cup back. Don't think I'm seeing any grinds left. It's pretty much coffee. I'm not going to use the bellows. Then we're going to put the grinds and see if they come out right away. Once again. Oh, and if we're interested, let's see how much grams did we get. 1.8. I don't even remember what I said I put in. I think it was like 3. Alright, we'll have to review. But yeah, usually there's 0.6 grams, 0.5, 0.4-ish in the machine if you don't use the bellows. But I don't think all of that gets exchanged. As we've seen, it seems to be coming out. Well, let's test one more time with the grinds. Alright, 2 grinds is about 6.6, yeah, about 33 grams each. So we got 2 of them. And they both go in? Yep. So without using the bellows, let's see what comes out. Oh, a little bit of coffee. Yeah. So I'd say the exchange is probably, without using the bellows, it's not much. It's funny how like some of it comes out and then you get a little more coffee coming out. So maybe probably less than half a gram retention or exchange. So I think it's better than the Specialita in that regard. Maybe should I pump it out? You know what? Alright, I meant to record something and I just missed it. There was 5 beans of coffee I just threw in and just kind of ground it on top of the existing little bit of grinds mixed with the coffee in there, and it seems to come out pretty immediately. So without using the bellows, I'd say it's not necessary to use the bellows, which is good. It's at least better than the Specialita for retention and exchange, which I didn't think was bad. I think it was fine with the Specialita. But we got a little larger burrs, so having the same or less retention is kind of what I was hoping for with larger burrs. So that's good. It's a little noisier than the Specialita, but actually, let's see. Yeah, this is it running without anything in it. And the single dose hopper. And this one probably has a much larger motor. Yep, that's it. Hope that helps someone and doesn't bore and confuse them.